Streaming! Yes! Welcome back, people.
This was actually quite painless, the setup.
Surprisingly. And let's hope it stays this way. Yes! Oh!
Yes.
Can you show your striped shirt? This was so...
My striped shirts.
Lucky accidents here.
Not completely not planned.
Yeah, awesome. Let me make sure.
Let me also turn on YouTube in case somebody wants to tune in.
Yeah, let me make sure live stream works. Oh, excellent. All right, so
good.
If you're joining us here, we're gonna talk about technology. This time, it's not gonna be Europe-based so much because, there wasn't like that much of a Europe. I mean, there is one huge story concerning Google, about Europe and Google, because Google did something in Europe like. And we're gonna talk about that. But first, Kyrylo, how are you? What's been going on? You're excited about the E3, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
E3 is the big thing right now going.
So it's
well, it hasn't even been that long since we talked last, but actually so much happened.
Yeah, the Apple event and stuff.
The Apple event, yes.
But we're gonna.
E3 is going.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know. Touch on the Apple event probably after. So when the rambling starts, when the rumble starts. Yeah. So cheers to you. Did I see that correctly? You're drinking maybe apple juice or something?
It does look like apple juice. No, this is actually an energy drink, but I put it in a glass so I could add some ice to it.
Ah, I see. Nice. I'm drinking apple juice with some blackcurrant and juniper. Organic apple juice thing. But anyway, it looks like this.
It looks good.
Focus.
Pretty packaging.
Yeah, anyway.
It's like a carbonated drink or just like... Oh, it looks like it's carbonated.
Yes, that answers probably your question.
Yeah. A little bit of an accident, but okay, well.
That's alright. I don't have anything to... Damn it.
No.
I should wipe this. Give me 1 quick second.
Yes. For everybody interested / excited about E3, it is still going on, and tonight is the big ones. The big presentations are coming from Microsoft and Square Enix.
That's why it's always good to have some coffee, which doesn't spill all over.
I was just telling that for anybody listening that if people are interested in E3, then tonight is the big one. Tonight is the night when Microsoft is presenting and Square Enix is presenting. So the previous days were just a warm-up.
Okay.
I guess we can talk a little bit about E3 also later.
Yeah. So what's been going on with the Motherload event today? So, but
what was the Google news that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. So I don't know. Let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Scene switching.
Oh, okay. Right. Gotta touch on that. Sure. Yeah. Who is the CEO of Microsoft? Mhm. Yeah. Right. This is like before we get into the lies, I cannot not think about well, this is like a gaming reference, but basically it's a running joke. There is a company called Valve who coincidentally own Steam, but back in the day, well, actually, I guess they sort of still are, but back in the day they also made video games, and they made a series called Half-Life, right? Probably many people know about this thing, and people would people would know that Half-Life 3 doesn't exist, right? They released Half-Life 2 and the two sort of like standalone expansions for it. And the running joke was that they would eventually announce Half-Life 3. And at this point, it's been, I don't even know how many years it's been, but it's been a long time, over a decade, definitely. Probably close to like approaching 2 decades ago, probably. And so it has become a running joke to sort of see the clues of Half-Life 3 announcements in everything that is even remotely related to video games. Oh. Yeah, 15, 16, 17 years ago, yeah, approaching 2 decades at this point. So if there's like a trailer for a video game and it has 3 characters in it, then Half-Life 3 was confirmed. Or like if the presentation had 3 trailers, then Half-Life 3 was confirmed. So this is kind of from the same from the same logic. Although yeah, I think it's quite possible that that is exactly what Microsoft were going for. And it's not even that subtle, you know. I mean, you just put 11s everywhere. I am, however, curious that they are going to just go with 11, Windows 11. I remember when Microsoft announced that Windows 10 would be the last version of, and even then I was like, okay, well, sure, whatever you say, Microsoft. But I mean, it has been like a decade. Maybe not a decade, but how long has it been? Like 7 years since Windows 10 came out. So it has had a good run, but I think it was quite obvious that eventually, something next would happen. I'm not sure that they should call it 11 though. Just call it Windows. Who cares? Um. Wait a second. Okay, we are having audio issues. Commenter in chat is saying that they cannot hear you at all. Yeah.
Okay. Mihkel to the rescue again. Wait. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, don't tell me.
Yeah. I see what's been.
Can you fix it without restarting the stream?
I did it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mihkel to the rescue again, apparently. Wow.
Okay, well. Hopefully it's fixed.
Terrible show again. Yeah, it's the scene switching, because on the first scene where we are both together, the audio worked, and now when I switched to the second scene, yeah, my audio wasn't like set up. Yes. Oh, I need to. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to mute.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Mihkel. You're the MVP here. So. All right. Anyway, getting back to
our technical issue. So
yes.
We are on brand.
Feels like home. Feels like home. When there is something wrong with the stream, then this feels home. Anyway, Microsoft. So, in case you didn't hear the whole thing about... okay.
Thankfully we didn't get too far with it.
Yes, that's true. Alright. Anyway, Mihkel, thank you again. So, but to sum up my thoughts about the Windows 10 thing. So, yeah. Satya Nadella lied to us of Windows 10 being the last Windows, because the next Windows event announcing the new Windows will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. They released a YouTube video with the starting Windows startup sounds for relaxing, I guess. Also 11 minutes long, so this pretty much confirms Windows 11. And Windows 10 support will end in the 14th of October 2025. So
quite soon. Interesting. That part is surprising to me.
Windows 11. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, this feels quite soon, because 4 years. But yeah, weird. So Microsoft lied to us. That's the pretty much the news here, which was weird.
I wish I could be more outraged by this, but like, companies lying is so common in the video game industry that At this point, I'm completely desensitized.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. It wouldn't be. Yeah, it's coming back to your point. It wouldn't be surprising to me at all that if because Valve has announced, said basically that the Half-Life 3 will never come, pretty much. They have probably publicly said that, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if they just, here it is, and we made it, and there you go, finally.
Well, they did make a new Half-Life game.
Yeah, they released the Half-Life Alyx, the VR one, which was like, is this the Half-Life 3 one? But not really, so it's like mostly Half-Life. I have never played it, so sorry for that, but as I understand, it was pretty much Half-Life 2 a little bit, just in VR. But no idea.
No, not really. It was like a whole new thing. But actually,
all right.
like how we got completely derailed from Microsoft. But I actually kind of feel like now that Alyx exists, I kind of feel like Half-Life 3 is in development somewhere in the deepest, nether regions of Valve. Somewhere like 3 people are working on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure there has been some people are just F the system, and I'm gonna dedicate my time to it or something, like, even if they are not like specifically told to work on it or something. Yes.
But yeah.
But yeah.
I kind of feel like the Microsoft news is good. Even if they lied, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
If they can go back to iterating on Windows 10 and making it better, because like if you say that this is the last version of the thing that we make, it is like, well, what is there left to do with it? Just minor tweaks and maybe some small features that most people probably won't ever care about.
Yeah.
But if there's going to be Windows 11, then maybe there will be 12 and whatever they will decide to name them.
Yeah, we'll see. Or Windows 13, the unlucky, the lucky 13. So,
I'm not exactly particularly interested in it necessarily. After using macOS for the last 6 months or so, I'm like, okay, well, that's good.
Yeah. And
I don't really need a Windows, but I mean, if I have to use it, then sure. I mean, Windows is fine.
Yeah, I would love to stream on macOS actually, but not happening.
Right.
As we
maybe soon.
Try to do it. Maybe soon. Who knows? Yeah. I need, and when I'm better at streaming at some day, and at some point I will also change the title and the description before the stream, but that's not happening today, so that's...
At this point it has to be our thing, where the title and the description are completely unrelated to the actual content of the video.
Yeah, exactly. That's so on brand. All right, so let's move on.
And can you remind us when the Windows reveal showcase thing going to happen?
Oh,
the one that was at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yes, 11 a.m. Eastern on the 24th of June.
All right. Well, that's soon. Good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll see how. They will take away the start button again, and then they will put it back in the next one, and
These are the new features. There's just removing things and then putting them back in.
Yeah, that's the Microsoft way. That's
and then having multiple different versions of the same function, but in different parts of the operating system.
All right.
With different icons and stuff.
Mihkel says Kyrylo picture and sound a bit different for me as well, by the way. I'm not sure.
If a bit different.
a bit different. I'm guessing there's a lag or something maybe. Video rate. Audio rate. Oh well, yeah. Exactly. But we're gonna. I changed the bitrate. Maybe this will help. But
Yeah, the audio is a little bit funny, actually.
The audio, really?
You sound a little bit echoey on the stream.
Really?
Fascinating.
I
don't think it's like awful.
Okay. I haven't really changed encoder presets. Yeah, not sure. But I just recently updated OBS also before the stream. Maybe that changed some, but the settings seem to change. Okay. Anyway, sorry for that. But yeah, Kyrylo needs to get to the E3 because we don't have time to fix all the issues here.
Yeah. I need to get a microphone as well. Just a tiny bit off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll see.
I don't think we can deduce the problem live and fix it quickly. If we were actually good at what we do,
yeah,
maybe we could. But
yeah, well,
I mean, you have to manage your expectations when you watch the show.
Yeah, tune in.
Similarly to how you have to manage expectations when you watch E3. Great segue.
Oh man, you're.
Linus should hire me for
exactly.
segue designer. Is that a position?
Yeah, that's
LT whatever Empire.
Yeah, LMG group.
LMG, right? What does it mean?
Linus Media Group.
Okay.
Yeah, because his channel has to have his name in it, and his company has to have his name in it. So, of course.
This also reminds me of everything we talk about today. Reminds me of video game industry. Anyway, but before we get to E3, we have to talk about WWDC a little bit.
Yes, but let's talk about the news party thingy first, and then we're gonna get to the.
Okay.
Yeah, let's finish off the Google thing also. So, Google versus EU round infinity. I don't know.
Certain,
some.
It's been quite a long match.
That's has been for years, decades. So Google basically finally now said to the EU like, fine, okay, I will not sell promotional opportunities as to use third-party search engines because EU was sorry for the not I think 2019 was the year where EU basically said like, okay, Google, you can't make Google the only search engine on your Android platform. So, and Google was like, fine, I will sell, and Google basically didn't respond anything, and Google was like, fine, we'll do something about it. And Google sold the search engine, basically these places that you see on screen. They took money from DuckDuckGo and Quant and whatever have you, Opera and Firefox and Microsoft Edge and all the other search engines. They just, you can buy your ad here to people so they can use it in the EU on Android. And the news today is Google finally accepted that, okay, I'm not gonna take money from them anymore. So I will give you actually the other options just for free. But there's a weird limitations also because Google will allow only 3 options. Which is weird because there are way more search engines, but yeah. So for example, here on this website you can see all the options. Show screen will always show a maximum of 4 providers, which and Google is one of them, one of the 4. So you will get like 3 other options. And in Estonia, for example, GMX, Privacy Wall, and Yandex. I don't know why those exactly, but yeah, and why not? For example, Bing is
GMX, Privacy Wall,
and Yandex.
Yandex.
Yandex, yeah. Do you know Yandex? Yandex is basically the Russian Google.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I can explain why.
Yes.
The Google. I love Google.
Well,
the evil, it's like so poorly concealed that like you can't even. They just do it so that you would always choose Google, because you're given 3 bad options, and then you will still go back to Google. 3 other bad options.
Yeah, three. Yeah.
If they were giving you like Google.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
but they.
Bing.
Yeah,
TekTok, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Why not Bing and why not DuckDuckGo? Come on, what the hell? Why?
Well, because those are actually functional. I have never even heard of any of these. Well, except for Yandex, but Yandex is awful, and it's like very much kind of like Russia's own kind of thing.
But Bing.
I don't even know. I have no idea anybody who uses it.
Oh.
Yandex, I mean.
Yeah, more from the people from the eastern side, I guess. But funny to me is that Bing is mostly an option in like the bigger countries. For example, like Bing is an option in like France, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Sweden, UK, Spain, like the big European ones. And all the little ones get like GMX and Yandex and Privacy Wall.
I don't quite understand what the problem there is.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure what's going on also there.
Some sort of perhaps licensing fees that they would have to pay. Surely they would have to pay Microsoft to use their search engine in Android. Or is it the other way around? Well, it kind of. I mean,
so
I feel like they would have to.
It's the setup screen basically on Android, as I understand, and yeah.
I don't quite understand. I mean, it could be. Usually it's about money, I imagine. Yeah, but like,
it's always about
giving
money.
These random ass search engines. You don't have to do that. I mean, even if you put DuckDuckGo and Bing as an option for like Estonia or something like that, chances are that 90% of people will still do Google. So, probably more than 90%, honestly. Even if you don't, create any weird, conditions, terms and conditions apply. Because Google is, good and convenient. And people like to convenience,
Yeah, people don't like to think about like how to use stuff if they have it already.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much like I have some other weird news, quick news just after this, and let's do I don't know. Again, not this was the only one Europe based, but that other one is. So, one guy won the flying to space with Jeff Bezos bid for $28 million US, and he's going into space with Jeff. We're random side news topic stuff, if you didn't know.
Was this an NFT by any chance?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you get.
Did I miss something? Is Jeff going to space? When is Jeff going to space?
Yeah. That was. Oh, yeah. This was actually pretty big in the news cycle. Jeff Bezos and his brother are the first billionaires to go into space, and they're beating Elon Musk to it, which is like. Everybody's like, your move, Elon, and so this was, but yeah, just billionaires being billionaires, I guess.
It truly is the darkest timeline.
I mean, yeah, well, so yeah.
And this was making rounds around the news.
Yeah, this was not this news, but the when Jeff announced that he's going into space, that made a bigger news cycle splash, I guess. And who knows?
I see.
But yeah,
good for him.
Just an update for it, and everybody is like, no, Elon, you were the chosen one. Pretty much.
If anybody was concerned about what Jeff Bezos would be doing after his retirement from Amazon CEO position, now you can sleep comfortably knowing that Jeff is going to be an astronaut.
Yeah, pretty much. Growing.
Good for him. His brother.
Growing poop potatoes on Mars like Matt Damon. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the movie? No.
Martian?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have. It's pretty okay. I thought it was pretty okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay is the right word. All right. Super weird, random side news fact. EA got hacked through Slack, which was. So as far as I understand, all the source code to the Battlefield games was leaked. Unfortunate, but yeah, just to.
It is a new trend, isn't it, with gaming companies getting hacked?
Yeah, Cyberpunk, yeah.
Red was hacked.
Yeah, they're still battling that one out there, so.
I could swear there was somebody else who got hacked more or less recently.
Yeah.
And they announced a new Battlefield, so that's good.
Yeah.
For anybody who is interested in that.
All right, switching back to just the two of us, and let's talk about the WWDC.
Which is now officially.
So in case we did a live stream also on the, but I had accidentally the sound on the stream, so in order to avoid a copyright strike, I removed the whole video, so you can't even watch it anymore. But doesn't matter. So
it was scuffed even by our low standards. So
yeah, and it wasn't.
We can recap.
And honestly, our reaction pretty much to sum up was like, okay, but there were some cool things also. Yes, of course, but. Yeah, okay.
Well, I would say that my reaction was that I could have just read the summary the next day. So it was even below.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah,
It was just like.
Yeah. Okay.
At least.
If you want to look up something, Universal Control was the name.
Universal Control, yeah.
Control was the name of the feature, and Can I show a picture? Oh, okay, universal control. Yeah. Or was it? Yeah. Okay. They showed pretty much a demo where. Oh, come on. Where you can, if you ever used an app called Synergy, this is pretty much that. So you can use your mouse between your iPad, your MacBook, and your iMac. So they're all like connected to the same mouse, which is one of the benefits of the ecosystem that Apple has built over the years. And yeah, that was pretty cool. And everybody is pretty stoked mostly for this feature. I feel like that's the number one wow coolness factor feature.
Yeah, this was by far my most
also
anticipated thing that they announced. Well, I guess I have an article open right now, just to refresh what happened. So they announced only software, no hardware announcements. iOS was big on the FaceTime and messages updates. So new group chat capabilities, sharing content like fluidly, integration with Apple Music and Apple TV, where you can sort of like watch things over FaceTime. Focus mode, sorting notifications by their relevance. iPadOS was a complete dumpster fire, nothing happened there. And then watchOS got a bunch of new health stuff. And then macOS got basically all of the above. Lots of changes to FaceTime and messages, Notes is getting like a big kind of update. Safari is getting a big update.
Yeah. The one thing that I need to take some time to set up Safari again, but the announcement for me was really exciting for that Safari is getting finally extensions, and what was the other thing? It looks different, of course, like it always does, and and it's
Safari has had extensions before.
Yes, they have had
the
it.
Support is not that great.
Yeah, that was pretty much the problem. Yeah, and I'm not completely. Yeah, I need to reevaluate. I want to reevaluate the Safari again after this update. So once I get the new macOS Monterey.
Yeah, Monterey. Yeah.
Monterey. Yeah.
Safari is getting extensions on iPadOS and iOS, so that was like the new thing.
Yeah, on iOS
which is
also
cool. Sure. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
So I had thoughts.
Okay.
After it. So so no hardware announcements were made.
Yeah, because
I wasn't particularly it was upsetting because the rest of the presentation was quite boring. So it felt like, nothing happened, nothing exciting happened. But they don't always announce new hardware on WWDC, so
yeah, but
it was okay, whatever. It's just that the tech media were so convinced
because
that announcements were coming that
because they did it last year. Last year was a weird WWDC where they most what they did on stage was announce hardware pretty much, which was what? Okay. But yeah, the M1 was coming, so kind of makes sense, I guess. So just to heads up for the developers that there's a M1 coming, so yeah. But yeah.
I suppose. The novelty kind of... But did it wear off? We are still waiting for the beefy versions of M1. And for many people, this is probably as exciting as the M1 announcement itself.
Yeah, so many people were so disappointed in terms of where the hell are all the MacBook Pros, the bigger ones, and what the hell? Everyone was pretty sure. But yeah.
So
later, I
another
guess?
thing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They're waiting for it later, I guess. Then in some time in the future, I guess, all the MacBook Pros.
I guess in September then, perhaps. But it is weird. It feels kind of late.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure they are still coming this year, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna... I mean, they
yeah.
already kind of had iMac, so they technically already had new computers this year, but I don't think that was the only one. Okay, so another thing that I read today, actually, that I thought was interesting. So the macOS Monterey will not be supported, or scratch that. Some of the features of the new macOS will not be supported on any of the Intel Macs, such as the text recognition of photos. The new globe.
So it begins. The globe.
Yeah, totally. It feels a little like I have seen the list of features, and it doesn't seem like there is any like objective reason why they wouldn't be supported.
Yeah,
so it kind of feels like an arbitrary.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
An arbitrary lock, so people would upgrade to the M1 computers.
Yeah, but they have done it over the years anyway. Like my iPhone, because why was there ever a reason why my XR didn't have night vision, the picture taking, where you can take a picture in the dark. It's all software. They can. And you have to buy the newest one to get the night vision photo taking mode. Just software.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
yeah.
I guess you have to make these things too. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like people who are in the Apple ecosystem and have Macs are like, disincentivized to upgrade to newer hardware. I don't really think that you have to do these things, but I mean, yeah, Apple likes to do that. Just locking features behind software updates.
Yeah, but
unfortunate.
But that's not Apple. Everybody is doing it anyway. So yeah, that's how you sell how you sell your product.
Yeah, like LG not putting the newest features on the 2019 OLEDs for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like smart features,
Yep.
So what else did I have here?
Right.
Yeah. iPadOS was a complete dumpster fire. What they showed?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in combination with the universal access or whatever universal, what is it actually called?
Universal control.
Universal control, right? Because of that and what they announced for the iPadOS, I kind of feel like it's like a hot take, probably, but we'll see how hot it is. I am starting to doubt that iPad will ever be what the tech reviewer community thinks that it should be. Just because of what they added and didn't add with the iPadOS 15.
So are you saying you think the iPad OS is here to stay, pretty much? Or
I think so, yeah.
And they're not gonna.
I really do. I feel like Apple has a completely different, vision for what the iPad is going to be. I think we are going to see some third-party support and maybe some changes to certain apps to like leverage the extra juices that you have with M1. But I just don't see like Apple just
but Logic and all the Final Cut Pro and all those programs are still coming to iPad, but just in a different version, right? That's what you're saying?
I don't actually know what to think about that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like they should have been announced this year.
They should. They should have.
But since they weren't, I kind of feel like they will be maybe announced a year after. And now I actually think that they will be charging for them, and they won't be one-to-one equivalent. And it will be more some sort of like the app that you can use standalone as an editing tool, but which would work much better in conjunction with your Mac, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. I have no idea what Apple is thinking right now, but yeah, I feel like they maybe they haven't even made up their mind yet. Maybe they will. That's future's Apple's problem, I guess, or something.
Yeah, well, it is interesting. I mean, I feel like they put M1 into the iPad just because it was a convenient thing to do. Because if they transition the iPad Pro line to the M1 or like M series processors, it means that they don't have to create another SKU of processors in the future to continue this A12, AX series that they used to put in the iPad Pros.
Yeah.
So it just makes it easier, They just manufacture a ton of M1s or M2s or M3s, and there you go. You have yourself a new iPad Pro. But yeah, I don't know if they have the vision for the software to go with it, and it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
And I don't think that even if the Final Cut and Logic and who knows, maybe Xcode make it to the iPad, it's not going to happen before the next WWDC, before the next announcement of iPadOS 16. And that's like a year of wasted time that just will be,
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Apple way, right? Release it when it's like polished and finished and ready to use, I guess. Because Google is the
I suppose
maybe the experimental type.
The silver lining is that if we do see some big changes, well, I'm not even gonna say that there are going to be big changes in iPadOS 16, but if we do see these apps coming, maybe next year, and maybe we have third-party support for the M1 iPad Pros. Yeah. The current version will still be capable. It will still be able to run all these things next year. So it's kind of like a future-proofed iPad, if you will. Which probably we won't be able to say the same thing about the older versions of iPad Pro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no point to upgrade right now. So
yeah,
unfortunate.
There was a funny tweet, I feel like, that I have to give a shout out. One guy tweeted all the M1 iPad owners, here's a link for you, and it was the return and refund link to the apple.com site. Where
it has become a bit of a thing.
Yeah.
On YouTube and stuff, yeah.
So yeah.
People are it is sort of a joke, but also.
Yeah, that's why it's good, because it's sort of a joke, but also sort of true. So yes, all right, but let's.
Also, one more thing, as Apple like to do. One more thing. This is actually the biggest conclusion that I drew from WWDC.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these announcements that they made about all the new features that were coming didn't strike a chord with me and didn't seem that important to me. Is because most of them were pushing this idea of Apple as a lifestyle company and less of Apple as a tech company. if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like this sort of community building, extra sharing features for FaceTimes and messages and things like that. You know, it's easier to like look at this and be like, okay, well, Apple is copying. What was that app? The video chat app that you said that they're using. You know, they're putting these features into the messages.
Zoom or
It could have been Zoom. Yeah, it could have been Zoom.
The FaceTime competitor, right?
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
It probably must have been Zoom, right?
Yeah,
this is the hot one right now.
Yeah, Google Meet, Zoom, what else? Microsoft Teams. Yeah, whatever they use.
Microsoft Teams, yeah.
Or Slack.
Yeah, and Slack.
Well,
yeah, Slack probably also has video chat, I imagine.
I'm not sure. I haven't used Slack, but yeah, maybe.
But what I mean is that like Apple, like I look at Apple mostly as a tech company.
Yeah, but
and I like their products, right?
Yeah.
And I buy their products. What do you say?
Oh no, sorry. Sorry. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I buy their products so I could like facilitate my computing needs first and foremost, you know, whether it's like a laptop or an iPad. But like these announcements that they were making and the pushes that they're doing with like news subscription service and podcast subscription service, fitness subscription service, these deep integrations between these things and messages and FaceTime. It's like, it's clear to me that Apple doesn't want to be just, you know, the company that makes gadgets that people use to whatever facilitate their work or like studying, and more that they want to be like integrated into every aspect of our like lives. Or like not our lives, but lives of people who use their tech.
Yeah.
And I don't know how comfortable I am with that, honestly.
Yeah, I've been looking at Apple as a for quite some years now. I think 2-3 years now. I've been looking at Apple as a lifestyle company who is disguised as a tech company, or the other way around. Like a lifestyle company who is disguised as a tech company, pretty much. But because that's why they're pushing so hard all the subscriptions. Like, holy, my Apple, or for example, my Apple arcade subscription from the M1 Mac hasn't even ended yet, and since I bought a new phone, it's already like, don't you want to try Apple Arcade? I'm like, I am trying it right now. What? Okay. Like, it's literally in the settings to promote Apple Arcade right when I'm like already right now using it. I haven't cancelled my previous Apple Arcade subscription, which is like, dude, settle, like, calm down, man, calm down. Yeah.
They have nothing on Netflix. Right now, our subscription for Netflix lapsed, and we haven't renewed it. We are now subscribed to Amazon Prime because we want to watch The Boys, and I started to watch The Office, The American Office. And since we unsubscribed from Netflix, I'm not even kidding. Every other day, we get emails from Netflix that are encouraging us to resubscribe.
Yes, exactly. It's
not even funny.
Because it's a part of your life, right? No? Come on. How can you live without it?
I mean, sort of. I would say that just subscription service of like some variety is, but I wouldn't say that Netflix is like an integral part of my life specifically.
Yeah. I need to try Netflix without having a Netflix subscription also. But anyhow, let's talk about E3.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can. Well, it's kind of hard to do because it's still going on.
Mm-hmm. But
It
so
has
far,
now been 3 days of E3. So far. Okay, I would say that so far, well, for those who don't know, E3 happens as the sort of like series of conferences where publishers sort of go, well, usually on stage, but this year is digital, so they have like pre-recorded videos where they present their upcoming games and blah blah blah.
mm-hmm. Blah blah blah.
So this year the event is fully digital, and I would say that the conferences we've seen so far range from like good to completely abysmal.
Okay, fair enough. I guess.
Yeah, there was one that I am particularly partial to. I just love this publisher. They're like the publisher, but they work with indie developers and try to like promote their stuff. And they have this weird, wacky, sort of satirical take on the video game industry, and they always come up with these like sort of like SNL skits as the presentation for the games that they have to show. And they have this whole continuity across the years and characters that are recurring, and they hire they hire an actor to present as the fake CEO of the company for these purposes. It's like a whole thing. Maybe we could put it in the show notes if people are interested. It's like a whole cinematic universe. The publisher is called Devolver Digital.
Okay.
But they also have a very good eye for like the interesting indie developers, and usually their catalog is quite strong. And this year it was quite interesting as well. But I usually just watch it for the commentary on the craziness of the video game industry. They never disappoint.
All right. So
Yeah, well, as I said, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
yeah, if you
so today's the big one.
Yeah.
Today's the big one. We have Microsoft coming in a few hours, and we have Bethesda will be there as well. Well, with Microsoft, since they're now owned by Microsoft, but they are still kind of presenting independently. I'm not sure how that works, but they'll be there. And Square Enix is a Japanese game publisher. So yeah, this is today. Tomorrow is kind of weird. Tomorrow is a lot of smaller publishers and smaller presentations, and then on Tuesday it is going to be Nintendo, which is like the closing one. So that's going to be interesting.
All right. Yeah. All right. Anything? What are you mostly excited about? Microsoft, Nintendo, or anybody else? Square Enix?
I am interested in all three.
Okay.
I want to see if Microsoft have a lot of stuff to show, because I kind of feel like they have to have. And I mean, they've been throwing money around so much over the years that, I mean, they have some games ready. But from what has been announced so far, I mean, I cannot not mention that a new From Software game was revealed called Elden Ring, coming to
I saw that,
new generation consoles and last generation consoles, and is going to be like, how do I say it? It's not co-directed, but it was conceived, I guess, with participation of George R. Martin.
Yeah.
So he helped create the world of the game.
That's what I saw that also. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and yeah, I mean, it's made by the best developer in the business, who made Bloodborne, so, I mean, by definition, I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
And maybe now Martin will have time to finish his books, finally.
Yeah, that was that's what I saw also, like, just to keep distracting from the book, like he's releasing this one. just so everybody like doesn't keep bothering him about the book. Mihkel says there's so
Mihkel
many
says that too many
streaming services. I pirate. Yeah, I'm a filthy pirate as well. But
yes.
Honestly, that's why I want to say I have 2 streaming services right now only, Netflix and Spotify.
Okay, you include. Okay, well, yeah. In this sense,
I
have we have Amazon Prime and I have Apple Music, and Morris has Spotify. But yeah, streaming services really did get out of hand a little bit. I mean, in Europe, a lot of them are not available, so it's kind of like easier to choose if you want like Netflix, or if you want Amazon Prime, or what. What else is available in Europe? I actually don't know. But like in America, it's pretty much like, it's come full circle back to cable television, except that you can actually choose what you want to subscribe to.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, I saw that also. Some kind of a subscription services just for TV channels. It has been. Yeah, what? Comes for full circle.
The right thing
as
to
you
do
said.
is subscribe to one thing at a time, and then cancel, and then come back when there is more stuff that you want to watch.
Yeah.
This is what we are doing right now. So
that's
do a month or 2 of Amazon, and maybe then come back to Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. And you get the feel of the interface and how it like feels and works, and then you get to know your like taste a little bit also more. That's a good way. That's a really good way actually. Maybe.
Speaking of interfaces, Amazon's own app.
Yes. No.
I cannot believe how bad it is.
Really?
Coming from a company that just has more money than any other company out there.
Oh my god.
It is just so bad.
Wow. I never
like the way they navigate the menus, the way that the buttons and the prompts are highlighted, nothing makes sense. I just cannot.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. That's that pushes you more towards other ones, I guess, but gonna totally. Watch your stuff and get out. GTFO.
Yeah, if people haven't seen the show, I can strongly recommend The Boys on Amazon. It has 2 seasons now. It is sort of like a satirical, sort of like commentary on superhero media. But it's not also comedy. I mean, it's kind of messed up. It's like a messed up, dark, humored commentary on superhero media.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Very gory, very, very interesting.
But the name sounds completely like, I don't know, some kind of a feel good.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Feel good story about friends living together with some. Yeah. Or like a
totally.
Like a TV series about 2 guys in a relationship, going to a coffee shop, like the one on Friends.
Or it could be like a gay version of Friends.
Yeah. The Boys, just totally. 6 guys. Yeah. All
just neighbors. Yeah.
All named Joey, and Wilson.
Right. But it's based on a comic series, so it's really good. I would definitely recommend it.
I subjected my girlfriend to The Expanse last week, and coming back to the pirating, the only really the crappy part is that it's not really easy to manage subtitles, because it's a bit different, because if you don't have like a nice interface with downloading automatically the subtitles. I need to. There is a way, but I need to figure it out. And so I felt we missed a lot of stuff because of without subtitles. And we were pretty much. She was at the end of it after the 45 minutes that we watched The Expanse. She was like, I have no idea what has been going on, pretty much. And I was like, we kind of missed a lot of it. But I don't know.
Wait, you missed because why?
Because they couldn't like all the names, and they talk about like a lot of sci-fi stuff also, that it's better to read all the names and all the what everything is called and named in the show, because when it's a sci-fi, and if it's that much into the future, was it like the 23rd century or something like that? So yeah. But
The Expanse is quite a dense.
Quite a
dense universe to get into.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to communicate pretty much also across, because it's not like this is this guy and this is that guy and they do stuff like this. It's not. It's like you're right in from the first episode. You're just seeing what's happening, and you're not like spoon-fed all the character names and what their job is and what they do, and how this whole universe in the 21st century works and stuff. But maybe I will watch it alone and she can watch her TV series. Anyway, do we have anything else? I have some since we're talking about TV series anyway already, so I have some other updates. I don't know. Yeah, I like to talk about music because I like music, and some friends of mine have been even gotten like music recommendations from this show in the past. Alina was like, "What? I didn't know Kings of Leon made a new album," and she sat through pretty much like almost 2 hours of like TekTok just to discover that. Weird. Anyway, but this is for you, Alina, if you should ever watch this. Maroon 5 released a new album called Jordy. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Jordy, yeah.
No, I meant Maroon 5.
Oh, I see. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, Maroon 5. Like, who are they? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those were big in our prime years.
No, I totally remember them. I know who they are, but I just haven't heard about them in a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, the one of the bigger names, I feel like, from our generation, I guess. But 2 days ago they launched the album, and honestly, not my kind of music maybe, but again, these are like, I can still appreciate Maroon 5.
Okay, that sounds like nice. We'll listen to it as well. Maybe a throwback.
Yeah, it's like just a throwback. Here's the Spotify page. Just if you want to listen to something in the next week, Georgie. Yeah, that's about it. And do we have anything else? I don't know.
I am playing a new PlayStation 5 game that came out recently.
Yes.
I'm playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's like the hottest new game on PS5. I don't really have much to say about it so far because I'm very early. But it may just be the prettiest game I've ever played, honestly.
Can you say the name again? Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet.
Yeah, you're not familiar with the series.
No.
It's a long-running PlayStation series. It goes all the way back to PlayStation 2. So, yeah, and there hasn't been a new game in quite a while. Since PlayStation 3 era.
Okay.
So yeah, developed by Insomniac Games, a super talented developer. Like if From Software didn't exist, I would probably say that they are the best developer in the business. And yeah, I mean it's absolutely beautiful. That's like as much as I can say so far because I'm very early.
Okay.
But it's really quite a looker. It is. It's kind of cliche at this point, but it kind of looks like playing an animated film from like Disney.
Yeah. The artwork, it looks very like I don't know. Yeah, Disney Pixar or something like Pixar-y.
Yeah, like a Pixar film. Yeah. We've gotten to this point with rendering in video games where it actually is comparable to like animated films, but like in the gameplay, not just like the cutscenes, but like in the actual gameplay.
By the way,
but yeah, I'll have more to say probably. Yeah.
Mihkel shares your love for RNC, Ratchet and Clank. I played several of them on PS3. Oh yeah, so this has been going on for some time.
Yeah. The first games came out on PlayStation 2.
Ooh.
And PS3 era, yes, there were like 3 games, I want to say, on PlayStation 3. So Mihkel would be happy to know that the newest one is also so far really good. It is a PlayStation 5 exclusive game, so considering how difficult they are to to buy, there is that. Unfortunately, not many people will be able to enjoy it.
Okay, I just wanted to look up how was the PS2 game looking, and yeah, that sounds about right. PS2 graphics.
It looks like a PS2 game, but what was interesting is that they've always for context, this game was also developed by the same developer in the PS2 era, so they've been around for a long time. But the game, even though it doesn't look particularly phenomenal for PlayStation 2 game, they always made emphasis on like high frame rates. So even the PlayStation 2 games would work at 60 frames per second, which was kind of a big deal, in PlayStation 2 era. And you can play it at 60 FPS on PS5 as well, and it looks stunning.
Awesome. Especially on an OLED, probably. Like the one you have.
You have HDR, you have ray tracing, the cool new feature of the new generation consoles. All of that, and it has 60 FPS. So it is quite incredible, actually, what they managed to achieve. It's very hard to describe, but yeah, I have been taking screenshots of the game, which I don't usually do, and there are certain times, certain angles, certain the way lighting works in the game where it just looks like the best game that has ever been conceived. So very exciting.
Wow.
Stuff.
Quite the praise here. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, just for Mihkel, if you ever decide to get a PS5, I guess then.
If he ever can.
Yeah, well, who knows? I know he is in. I don't know if this is a secret. I'm not saying where he's in the city, but he's living in Denmark. So who knows?
Oh, okay.
Maybe
it could be easier.
Maybe it could be easier to get a PS5 in Denmark. Who knows? I don't know. maybe. Yeah, Denmark should be having probably more allocation in terms of consoles. I don't know, or maybe they are more expensive.
Who knows? It's so
because Denmark has quite some taxes there. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's enough of us. And yeah, Kyrylo has a E3 to attend to. And
yeah, I will be watching. I hope that Microsoft doesn't disappoint today.
Yeah.
I really hope Microsoft doesn't disappoint today, because I mean, you can't just spend billions of dollars and then have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
It's been how long?
Like,
it's been around 6 months since the new console was launched. And there is still not a single new Xbox exclusive game.
Yeah. Yeah. Microsoft, what are you doing? Just focusing on the new Windows version or something? I don't know.
Yeah, they put the entire Xbox team just working on
exactly.
Windows.
Like,
they're actually
guys.
gonna port Windows over to the Xbox.
Yeah. No, the Windows 11 will be like a Windows simulator game. So you can like work while you game and game while you work type of. Who knows?
That sounds actually kind of nice for like some nerds, like programming nerds who would play it.
My god!
I mean, Microsoft likes to do these things. They have this Microsoft flying simulator game, which like
the Flight Sim 2020,
which can be like a very hard, which can be like a very very in depth like flying simulator.
Yeah. And
so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's a random fact. When there was like a super big hurricane in 2020 in US, and so the flight sim is connected to the real world weather and climate thing that's actually happening. So and people were flying into the hurricane that was happening in US inside the game also with their planes, which was like kind of mind-blowing because there was an actual hurricane which was happening also in the actual world. And anyway,
fascinating.
But that game super taxing on the computer to run. You have to have like the best graphics card pretty much to run that game.
Yeah, it is quite a demanding game. It's not even available on the new Xboxes yet, but I think they are trying to port it.
That's what they're gonna.
Over to Xbox.
That's what they're gonna announce today. Flight Sim 2021 on the.
Oh yeah, I think it's entirely possible. Yeah, you're actually quite right.
Yeah.
Now, unironically, I think this is going to be one of the
maybe.
things. I couldn't care less about it because
it's a
simulating like flying.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a game. It's a simulating game. It's a That's what those simulating games.
People playing the game.
Sorry.
Where they would just like put it on like the highest level of simulation and just like chart some flight to, I don't know, from like New York to Tokyo or something like that, and they would do all the like required things to to take off and to fly, and then just put it onto autopilot and just enjoy the flight for like however long it takes to fly from New York to Tokyo. And just like chill while the plane is just flying itself. Definitely not something I would do, but yeah, I mean.
People are I mean people are playing the tractor simulator games also, and people are playing, I don't know, transport. What was the transporting freight, cargo freight
There is
Euro Truck Simulator or something like. Anyway,
Euro Truck Simulator. There are like some bus driver simulators. There's simulators for everything. Yeah. Train Simulator. Lotus Film is joining us and says hi.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Hi, Lotus Film. Unfortunately, we are almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done, but yeah, you can rewatch the stream if you like, but probably not because you're. Although he has been leaving comments also, so yeah, so he is the true fan. Anyway,
that's good.
Thank you for leaving comments, by the way. Really, appreciate it, and that's what keeps this show going. And Transport Tycoon says Truck Simulator. Yeah, Transport Tycoon. Ever played Transport Tycoon, Kyrylo?
No.
Yeah, I think I
have to say that I'm not like super into this kind of stuff, but
I have played.
I did play like the roller coaster tycoon games.
Yeah, that's
those are fun.
Yeah, those I have played also. Yeah, there was a zoo one, I guess. Also. Yeah, the roller coaster tycoon ones. Yeah, but Open TT.
They don't make these kind of games anymore.
Yeah, Farm Simulator. Yeah. All right, but that's enough of us, and thank you for joining us on this lovely Sunday afternoon already. And yeah, go watch E3 and tell us what's your
we'll be back
game
and,
that you're excited about.
I'll have something to say. Yeah, hopefully. I hope that there's going to be more than one game that I'm excited about by the end of it all.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, now that I work full time and I don't have as much time to play video games, even having one game to be excited about is already good enough.
Yeah.
You gotta filter. You gotta filter what games you actually play, because there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah. So very true. Yeah. All right.
And life update.
Yeah.
So I'm now done training as a chef, as a pizza chef. So starting from tomorrow, I'm going to work, by myself basically at Vapiano in Tartu.
Oh yeah. So if you want to have some, you're in charge of pizza, right? Or yeah. So if you want to have a good pizza in the city center of Tartu, you know where to go. Vapiano. Yes, and
we'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but we'll see. Should be okay.
Yeah. And picking up some Italian while you're at it. No? Buongiorno. No.
Mostly picking up Estonian.
Yeah.
I think over this last couple of weeks that I've been training, my Estonian has gotten a lot better.
Okay, so you can do the Estonian sign off. So you can. No? Ah, come on. No, he's shy. All right. Yeah. It's for we have to leave something for the next time also. All right. But yeah, E3 and. I don't know what to. Yeah, go listen to Maroon 5, the new album, and
watch The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Watch The Boys on the Amazon Prime and I'm gonna try to watch The Expanse some more, I guess, because I'm a filthy pirate. And let's see you again in the next week, where we have absolutely definitely some sound and streaming problems on the show.
Some sound and or video and or other issues.
Yes. Because
that you can count on.
And I'm aware that Kyrylo is a little bit out of sync with the audio, and that's.
Well, now that you mention it, there is some issue going, because even our Discord audio is a little bit desynced, which is interesting. This hasn't happened before.
Yeah, that's probably the reason. So Discord is the
Yeah, we have to.
problem child here.
We have to look
Alright.
into it for next episode.
Okay, just to address Lotus Film. Work is also pretty much what? Now you should make a special TekTok recipe. What?
Wait, what's happening? Open.
Oh, like a pizza recipe, like a at Vapiano. You should make like a TekTok pizza or something.
City skylines. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do a TekTok recipe at Vapiano. I'm not in charge of like menu composition.
Yeah.
But I could make like a TekTok pizza at home. I need to think about it. I need to think what would be the TekTok flavors.
Yeah.
The TekTok essence distilled into a pizza.
Yeah. Okay. The purple, and there has to be something purple and something neon pink. Neon pink.
A salmon and eggplant pizza.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Something like that. It's awful, but.
That sounds horrible.
Crispy eggplant pizza with.
That sounds actually like a great idea. I will give it some thought. I thank you for the tip, Lotus. I will think about it.
Awesome. All right. Peace, and let's see you again on the next week. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your
insights and in creating maybe the future pizza of TekTok or something.
Official TekTok pizza. That sounds nice.
Yeah. All right.
I'll give it some thought. I'll try to come up with some interesting recipe.
All right. Yes.
I almost see it. I just need to figure out the purple aspect of it.
Yeah.
I can't think of a lot of purple ingredients that are appetizing on a pizza.
All right. Nägemist ja head aega ja